we are trying something new, a three-part series this time.
Hello everyone. Today is the 14th of January 2026 and does it ever happen to you যে যেই দিনই কোথাও আপনার বেরোনোর থাকে সেই দিনই অফিসের কাজ একেবারে চূড়ান্ত প্রচুর কাজ করে আজকে আমরা finally we could leave and start our journey to a new destination, and this is our first trip of 2026.
Starting from Kolkata just as the city begins to slow down. But for us, the journey was just getting started. There is something about evening departures, a mix of calm, anticipation, and not really knowing what the next few hours will feel like. Ours was not a direct flight. We were heading to Sri Lanka via Chennai, which is one of the most common transit routes. Of course, when we reached Chennai, our first plan was to go eat in the lounge and then start off the next flight. But we found ourselves in a mall.
Where are we, Sunil?
Apparently Chennai airport.
This does not look like an airport.
It's a mall just outside the airport. I don't know. The last time when I was in Chennai, this was not there. It looks like a good surprise. Let's
But
see.
why are we in a mall?
Because we are going to eat something.
But why can't we eat in the lounge?
Because I didn't bring my cards.
And then we ate and ate some more. Chennai airport felt different that night. Decorated for Pongal, a harvest festival celebrated across South India. It was a small reminder that even while traveling, you are constantly moving across cultures, traditions, and moments you didn't plan for. From here, it was a short flight and our first step into Sri Lanka.
The time is 3:36 a.m. We landed around 2 a.m. and we are waiting till the sun rises to go catch our first train from Colombo to Mirisa. It is 5:20 a.m. We've spent 2.5 hours doing nothing in the airport because we wanted to start once the sun is out. The sun is still not out, but our train is around 6:50, so we'll get started from here. Once we are here, there are almost 5 to 6 banks here for your currency exchange. We had brought USDs, we got that exchange. The rate we got for buying was 305.6. We had installed the PickMe app as well, which works great here along with Uber. We got the Dialog SIM, which we have heard works the best in Sri Lanka. The pack we took was for 30 days, 20 GB, and the money, I think it was roughly around $6 converted to the Indian currency whenever we make this vlog. You have your PickMe app, and if you tend to put all of your card numbers in your app, it won't work because your SIM may not work in Sri Lanka. You will have to redo the entire card adding once you are here. So keep in mind, once you get your Dialog SIM or any SIM that works for you, get the PickMe app with your new phone number so the driver can contact you and you do not have a communication problem, and then add your card.
We landed in Sri Lanka in the middle of the night where everything was still. Sometimes when you arrive somewhere new, you take a moment before stepping into it. We took a tuk-tuk to the station and then slowly the light changed everything at Colombo. From Colombo, the plan was simple. Head south with a possible stop at the Madhu River for a safari. But travel does not always go as planned, and sometimes it's a good thing. We decided to skip the stop and try to stay on the train. This coastal route, as you can see, is one of the most scenic ones in Sri Lanka, with the ocean running alongside you for long stretches. It is literally just the sea and the train. We took a second class ticket, simple, no luxury, came around less than 50 rupees INR per person, but plenty of space to sit and actually enjoy the journey. When your travel is not about getting somewhere fast, but staying in the moment, sometimes choosing the slower plan turns out to be the better one.
Welcome to Sri Lanka. Our first day here, and we are at Mirisa. If you look there, that small bit plant that is supposed to be the Mirisa station. We were supposed to get down at Veligama, which was where our hotel is booked, and we kept sleeping in the train. So we got down 2 stations after, which is Mirisa. So the now plan is to take a tuk-tuk, go back to our hotel, or see if there is something that can be seen. It's a small, very, very small station. After not being able to find tuk-tuks, here is our red little ride.
After reaching Mirisa, the first stop was the Coconut Tree Hill, which is a small trek upwards and one of the most photographed spots in Sri Lanka. And once you are here, it's easy to see why.
Thoughts at day 1 at Sri Lanka is life is what happens to you when you're busy making other plans. Our plan 1 was Madhu River Safari. Our plan 2 was straight away going to Veligama and do surfing. None of it worked. We are at the Coconut Tree Hilltop. We were supposed to come here during the sunset, but it just looks so pretty even with the sun, and the colors are unreal. The blue is so nice. The green is pure green, and coming from a lot of AQI state, this looks like paradise.
These palm trees were not naturally scattered like this. They were actually planted in a line, which gives this place its unique look. It's simple, just palm trees, blue ocean, and wind, but somehow it's enough. Of course, evening is the best time to come to this place, but we found ourselves equally enjoying the view and vibe even in the morning time. Our first proper moment of slowing down in Sri Lanka.
We are hungry and overdressed at the Sunset Bar. It's not sunset, however, this is the nearest food place. When you get down from the Coconut Tree Hill, that's the Coconut Tree Hill, we can see it from here. And also we are extremely hungry, so we'll finish our breakfast, lunch, brunch, and then head to Veligama, where we are hoping they'll let us check in because their phones are not available and there is no way to contact them now. Cheers!
Quick bus ride from Mirisa to Veligama, which was super cheap, checked into our Airbnb, and within 2 hours, we had a surf lesson booked.
The time is 3:30 p.m. and we are going for our surf lessons now.
Veligama is one of the best places in Sri Lanka to learn surfing, especially for beginners. Right next to Veligama Bay Marriott Resort and Spa, you will find multiple surf schools lined up along the beach. It is always better to go with an instructor. They guide you through the basics and make it way easier to get started. Cost is pretty reasonable and you will earn every wave. As the sun starts to set, everything just slows down.
Very short stints at the beach. It felt like Goa, but the service was very, very slow. You can't blame them. There are so many people, so we took a detour, came to this place called Laid Back Cafe, ordered tuna steak, and I am hoping that this is great.
Back to the Airbnb, slowed things down even more. Ice cream, no plans, and a familiar show in a completely new place. Good night from part 1 of Sri Lanka. See you on the next part.